Got my eyes straight ahead, got my head in the game. With the red light on, I'm just waiting for the change. Keep my head down low.
So police intimidation over social media posts have reached the US, and Australia isn't far behind. So they're not even hiding it anymore. Welcome back to the Slippery Slope podcast. I'm Jay Fallon, and today we're going to be talking about something that should send, in my opinion, a chill down the spine of everyone who still believes in freedom. So for years, we've been watching Europe and the UK weaponize police forces against their own citizens, knocking on doors, interrogating people, even arresting them. Not for crimes, but for opinions, for jokes, for memes, for offensive posts. And now those same tactics have crossed the ocean. We've got this shocking incident in Florida. It shows American police doing exactly what British police have been doing for years, intimidating citizens over social media posts that the government doesn't like. But remember, we saw this exact same behavior going on in Australia while the pandemic was going on over here. So, don't think Australia is immune. If you do think Australia is immune, look at the so-called hate speech laws being pushed here. Look at the direction our own government is sprinting toward. This isn't paranoia, this is pattern. So here's the story. A Miami Beach woman posted criticism of her mayor. Nothing violent, nothing threatening, just political criticism. Then two detectives show up at her door with a copy of her Facebook post. This is the kind of thing authoritarian regimes do when they want to make an example out of someone. It's intimidation dressed up as public safety. And here's the kicker. Whether you agree with her politics or not doesn't matter. Whether she's right or wrong doesn't matter. What matters is that the police were used as political enforcers. Actually, when I look at what she wrote, when I listen to it, I realize I don't agree at all with her politics, and I don't agree with what she wrote. However, I do believe that she has the right to say these things. And this is the point. This is exactly what we've been seeing happen in the UK. Police showing up because someone liked the wrong tweet or shared a meme that hurt someone's feelings. And now we're seeing it starting to happen in the United States. So this is where the slope gets dangerously slippery, because once the government decides it can police opinions, it will never stop at the other side. It will eventually come for you. And here in Australia, we're already laying the groundwork. The new hate speech laws sold to the public as protection are nothing more than a legal crowbar the government can use to pry open your private life and punish you for saying something they don't approve of. They're vague, they're subjective, and they're designed to be weaponized. Under these laws, intent doesn't matter, truth doesn't matter, context doesn't matter. All that matters is whether someone claims to feel offended or unsafe. That's not law, that's emotional dictatorship. And once you criminalize hurt feelings, you've handed the government the power to silence anyone they want. This is the same ideological virus spreading across Western nations, and it always starts with speech. As believers, and I am a Christian believer, we should not be surprised by any of this. When Jesus sat on the Mount of Olives and his disciples asked him about the signs of the end of the age, the very first thing he said was, "See to it that no one deceives you." He didn't, he could have first said about wars, about famines, earthquakes. It was deception. That was his opening warning. And look at the world right now. Deception isn't just present, it's being industrialized, it's being legislated, it's being enforced. We're watching governments redefine truth, Remember the episode I did on what is truth? This has been going on for so long now. Everyone's standing up and saying, well, this is my truth. The government's supporting this version where people can say, no, this is my truth. And they support it as if it is truth, even if it is blatantly untrue. They are redefining truth, redefining morality. We're watching governments do this, redefine speech, and then punish anyone who refuses to repeat the script. We're watching the groundwork being laid for a society where dissent is treated as a threat and where the state demands ideological conformity. This isn't the Great Tribulation, but it is, in my opinion, it is the warm up, it's conditioning, it's normalization. And if they can intimidate someone over a Facebook post today, what will they intimidate people over tomorrow? If they can redefine hate speech today, what will they redefine as dangerous tomorrow? Jesus warned us, do not be deceived. And the only way to avoid deception is to stay grounded in truth, not the government's truth, not the culture's truth, but biblical truth, God's truth. So, what do? We stop pretending this is normal. We stop shrugging our shoulders, as we in Australia like to do. We stop letting governments redefine safety as silence. Call it out every time. Refuse to self-censor. That's how they win. Support anyone targeted, even if we disagree with them. Because if they lose their rights today, we lose our rights tomorrow. Stay grounded in Scripture. Courage doesn't come from public approval, it comes from Christ. Push back legally, culturally, and publicly. Freedom dies when ordinary people stay quiet. Australia is not far behind the UK or the EU. We're not even behind. We are catching up. And if we don't push back now, we'll wake up one day to find that the police aren't just knocking on doors in Florida, they're knocking on ours. This is the Slippery Slope podcast. I'm Jay Fallon, and this is exactly why we all must stay vigilant, because the slope isn't just slippery anymore, it's practically vertical. So stay alert, stay grounded, stay bold. This is all my opinion. I'm Jay Fallon, and thank you for listening to The Slippery Slope.
They just fuel a desire that will take me higher.